listening to Bump and Stacy. Curtis Rogers in for Michael Bumpus. Today we are joined live at Seahawks training camp by Devin Bush, new Seahawks linebacker. Do you prefer Devin Bush Jr.?
It don't matter.
Okay. We'll just go Devin today.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just Devin. How are you liking Seattle so far?
I'm enjoying every bit of it. It's definitely a different scenery for me, and I'm just getting used to everything still.
Yeah.
So,
who's been showing you around town here? Is there any guys on the team that are like, hey, Devin, come with me, I'll show you the good spots?
Yeah, Brian Monet. We played in college together, so we have a past relationship. So he took me around a couple places, and I got a chance to see like a waterfall. I got a chance to see. I haven't seen what's it called, Pike's Place.
Yes, Pike's Place.
I haven't seen that yet. But I went to the names out here. Of these places is different.
Okay, so
Puyallup.
A lot of them are like former tribal communities. So it's like Snoqualmie.
Yeah, it's left like them.
Yeah, and you'll try to say it, and you'll think a sequim. No, it's squim.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Devin. We'll get you covered.
Right?
Yeah, you'll get it eventually. I mean, if you like hiking, do you like being outside?
Yeah.
This is the perfect spot. Like if you like going on hikes, just spending time outside. I'm not a camper. Let's say you like camping. For some people. Okay, cool. We're in the same boat. There's still a lot of beautiful places to go around here.
I went to, is it Rattlesnake?
Yep. Yeah.
What's it called? Am I saying that right?
Ridge?
Rattlesnake Ridge.
Yeah, Rattlesnake Ridge.
Yeah, I've been there. That was nice. That was cool. That was unique. And I think, I don't know the place. I don't know the names.
See, next up is to check out some restaurants and stuff.
Yeah,
you got to get
seriously.
a foodie in here. We know Julian. We had Julian on, and he said that he and his wife love checking out new restaurants.
Yeah.
You need to get like a nice defensive group to be like, okay, we're checking out all the places.
Yeah, seriously though. I know the seafood out here is top notch.
Are you a seafood fan?
I love
you guys got to
seafood.
tweet at Devin some recommendations.
Yeah, for sure that.
Devin, you mentioned Brian Monet. You played with him in college. There's a nice Michigan contingency on this roster.
Yeah.
Olu, Mike Morris, even Zach Charbonnet played for the Wolverines for a little bit.
Yeah.
Is it cool to have a lot of maize and blue around here?
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, it's part of the tradition. I mean, me and Monet was in one era, and those guys was in a different. So it was cool to watch them play. And they won back-to-back Big Ten championships. So, I mean, this salute to them. And, they holding the standard to a high level.
What's Clint Hurt like? Do you spend a lot of time talking to him? I know he's not your position coach, but as a coordinator, kind of what's the messaging from some of the defensive coaching staff since you've been here? Yeah,
we're gonna be a fast, physical group. I mean, that's probably the top two. I mean, they want us to play fast, they want us to play physical and be smart. So I mean, they do a good job of putting those in those situations to where it brings that out of us. And like just for practice today, we're gonna play on the goal line a bit, so we got to stop a touchdown. That raises the competition level. Tremendously. So I mean, like just little situations like that where they kind of bring out that part of the game for you, especially when we don't have pads on yet.
Well, anyone coming out to camp today, you know what you're watching for.
Yes. Devin, the Steelers famously run a 3-4 defense. That's what they've been doing forever. The Seahawks, they have had a 3-4 defense now for a couple seasons. Was that something important you were looking for in your free agency, was finding a 3-4 defense, or did that matter to you at all?
Nah, not much. I mean, in this league now, everybody's kind of multiple. Everybody kind of goes from 3-4 to 4-3 to 4-3 to 3-4, and I mean, it depends on who's calling it and how they want to switch it up. But I mean, it wasn't really nothing that was a make or break it for me.
Okay, I'm going to ask you like a laughably simple question for a football player.
Okay.
But for a lot of fans, this was a really frustrating thing for them last year. So we need like X's and O's, but like someone who knows it well enough to be like, okay, here's the deal.
Yeah.
So last year, this defense really struggled with stopping the run. What are some of the keys to being like, we're a good run defense? Like, what's a good run defense do well?
Good run defense has a lot of pride. That's
fair, yeah.
That's the first thing. I mean, you have to have a lot of pride to sit there and just let somebody just keep getting 5 a pop on you and, doing the first down signal on you every 2 run plays. But I mean, obviously scheme plays a role and players roles play a role and, but at the end of the day, I think it just comes to the collective group of pride and stopping the run.
Devin, your dad played in the league. Growing up, what was that like? Was it like having a superhero at house or at home, or was it just kind of like, okay, Dad, you played in the league? It
was fun. I got a funny story about that too, because it's funny because you say that because the first initial thought would be like, oh my God, he's a superhero. Oh my God, like he's this mega superstar, but he was just my dad, and I was so young and so naive. I remember I had a friend. And I was like, what team does your dad play for? And then right there, my parents were like, look, everybody's dad don't play football. You know, so I had to, I was on the other side of it saying, what team does your dad play for? So I thought that was pretty
Can you
funny.
imagine that kid's conversation when he got home with his dad? Dad, who'd you play for?
Why do you play football?
Dad's like, man, I do construction.
Yeah,
Important job.
right.
Get off my back.
Right.
Yeah, exactly, but Devin's dad plays football. Why don't you?
Yeah, everybody's dad's supposed to play football, right?
What's Bobby like? What's it like playing with him so far? I know that, I don't know if you knew him before.
Yeah, I had some relationship,
younger,
but this is my first time spending like a good amount of time with him, and you know, he's everything everybody talks about. I mean, he's just a guy that loves football, and he loves relationships, and you know, he's in there, and you wouldn't think he's a super veteran the way he is. You know, he's won Super Bowls, multiple Pro Bowls, stuff like that. I mean, he can go say, hey, coach, I'll be in meetings tomorrow, or coach, I'm gonna sit out this meeting, I'll be back. I mean, he's in every meeting. You know, he's in every group, every lift group. In the training room, stretching, getting ready for practice, out on the field, running to the ball. So, I mean, he does everything like he's a first-year player, and you got to respect that.
That's really interesting insight, too, because it's like we've covered Bobby, obviously, when he was here before, but we aren't in the locker room watching this guy. Yeah. So it's interesting to hear, like, you would never know he wasn't, like, fighting for a roster spot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you would think so. I mean, the way he practices and the way he prepares, you know, he's like, okay, like, you see why he's been doing this for a long time, because he still treats it like it's year one.
How do you feel coming into this camp? Because this is year 5 for you in the league?
Yeah.
But this is also your first camp here in Seattle. Do you have any kind of those nerves that you felt when you're entering the league as you're here for the very first time?
Not as much. I mean, because everything is kind of, in this game, everything is kind of the same thing, just different places, different colors, different people. So, I mean, I kind of walked in and was just getting used to the building, who I was working with, and how the day is getting ran over here. And that's probably like the biggest adjustment, is just honestly just getting used to the new city.
All right, you guys. Is this you, Devin?
Yeah, that's me.
All right. So, again, Devin is looking for some good seafood or food recommendations at _DBush11.
Please.
If you want to tweet at him, let him know. And also go follow him, guys.
Yeah. Thank you.
Seahawk here. Check him out. If you're going to be out at practice today, you can also see Devin. Devin, you have a very busy day ahead of you. We're going to let you go. We appreciate you taking the time, though.
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Devin.